you have for your mentoring program. I saw the enterprise one, and it involved like the coaching, the branding, and all that stuff.
Right.
Is that the only one that involves like the different levels of coaching or anything like that? Because before I saw one that I think it was like $75 a week or something, and it involved like coaching calls.
Yeah. So what happens is the busier we get and the more clients that come in, we have to change the plans up. You know what I mean? Because Tenacity Academy is something that I just started this year, so it's real new, and I just have to constantly keep hiring help, you know, to help me sustain it. I don't want to have too many, you know, coaching calls and not be able to really focus on the people that invest into Tenacity Academy. So we changed up a few things.
Like last year I started mine, but of course I was working CU, so I was sort of procrastinating like the whole 2019. But I saw your interview with AJ, of course.
Right.
And I was like, oh, she's in Georgia. Okay. I can definitely get it. Okay, I'm going to start. And I started following you and watching the videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's what got me interested in your program, like the mentorship, because I seriously needed it, because this is my first time ever trying to do anything like this.
Right.
This year I actually quit my job. So I jumped full force into this. Okay. And now I'm just like here with
head over heels in it. So where are you at right now in your business? Like, what's keeping you from growing? What are you struggling with the most?
Putting myself out there, like getting out there. I'm an introvert, so it's sort of hard. But with my job, I work for Sherwin-Williams, so I had to go out and get customers and stuff like that. But I had, you know, that big company to back me. Oh, I work for Sherwin-Williams. Now it's just me, so it's like, okay. And then I still have connections here, because this is I'm in Columbus, and my old store manager, I worked with him for well over 2 years, and I built relationships with a bunch of contractors here.
Okay.
So I got a little bit of my foot in the door already. It's just a matter of, again, I had Sherwin backing me. Now it's just me.
So you saying that you had your company backing you, as far as financially, or the fact that they were a big company?
The fact that they were a big company.
Well, see, that's one of the main reasons why people fail, because you need to start looking at your company like your company is the big company. You know what I mean? And you need to go hard for your company like you going hard for somebody else's company. And you helping them build generational wealth for their families. You know what I mean? And then you're so dedicated to it too. You're like, nah, because you know I got their backing. See, you gotta have, it's a mindset change you gotta have, because the next pandemic that happens or whatever, people get laid off. Guess what? They're not gonna care about you as much as you are dedicated to them. They're gonna lay you off and say, oh well, I'm sorry. It's so many people that got laid off that came to Tenacity Clean to work for me, and they was like, man, my employer just told me that they were sorry. Yeah, and that was it.
That's exactly what made me want to start this. Like,
right.
I'm top running for y'all. The treatment got to be poor. I'm ready to do my own thing. It's just a matter of, like, pricing scares me when it comes to residential. Or do I charge hourly? Do I charge by the job? Like, that's the type of stuff that keeps me from going out there.
Right. So
that's what I was looking to build, but I'll save up to 15. Don't worry.
The fact that you don't know how to price, that's don't let that scare you either. Because when I started, I was just so hungry. You just got to get tired of being tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You know, we've been doing this for years. You never get ahead of the race getting paid twice a month. Like, I don't know why it hasn't dawned and clicked in people's head yet. But you're getting paid 2 times a month. Okay? So you would never get rich getting paid twice a month. And then if that's your only income, then you're one paycheck away from being homeless. Okay? Because, I mean, all it takes is a natural disaster to take you out. You know what I mean? Because you only got that one income. So as soon as you learn how to really get serious about, like, I had to get real. I take risks, you know. When I first started my company, I had a partner and he was scary. You know, he was like, nah, I ain't going after that account. That account too big. I don't have no employees. I was never the scary one. I did not care because I felt like this is all I got. I mean, I'm already at rock bottom. What else could happen? I'm already broke. So what am I going to get broker than I already am? By taking a risk, you know? So I always was a risk taker, but that's how entrepreneurs work. That's how we're just wired differently. We're risk takers. You have to be a risk taker. I didn't know how to bid, and I went in there and I just sold myself to those people. You know what I mean? And they bought me before they bought my cleaning service. So my first big that I got, I was nervous as hell because I was like, after I got the contract, I was like, oh hell, now I got to staff it. You know, and then I did low bid myself. I low bid, but I still love the fact that I took that risk. I wasn't scared. We both underbid ourselves, but it was a learning experience. You got to learn first. You know what I mean? And the best way to teach you is experience. Like no teacher in the world is better than experience. Nothing. Yeah. So I always tell people, start your own. Even if it's not a cleaning business, whatever you're passionate about, man, go hard in something and create your own, because it's not hard to do, especially nowadays now that we have the internet here. You know what I mean? It's so, like, you have information in the palm of your hand and people are not taking advantage of it. It's right there. It's so easy nowadays. When I was in ninth grade, we didn't have this shit where you could just speak to your phone how to start a cleaning company and boop, video come up. You know what I mean? This some George Jetson shit. We didn't have that. You know what I mean? So people, and then to see that people are not taking advantage of it, full advantage, they're using it for the wrong things. You're looking at TikTok videos and dancing and fights and drama, and no, you're using it for the wrong thing. You're using it. This is a tool you can use to get rich. It's right in the palm of your hand. You know what I mean? All you have to do is consume the information on it. Consume that information and win. And put in the effort and win. Did you have any other questions for me?
No, man, I'm going to email you about the customization plan because I'm definitely interested in that. I know for sure I have 500. Okay. I could probably push some more over to my business account. I can probably get to 8. Okay. And I definitely be willing to do that. But I'm going to email you and say, hey, got 5. Okay. Trying to get 8.
I feel like we all can make it, man. But you got to be coachable. You got to be coachable. And I'm going to say another thing. It doesn't make sense to invest in something if you're not going to do the work. Like people will invest, but they won't really put in the work. Like, everybody not going to work like me. And I had to understand that. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. So if you're going to invest, just know it's your money. You got to do the work.